It's the moral clarity of the conflict, an overmatched fledgling democracy invaded by the brutal, predatory dictatorship next door that compelled some Americans to travel to Ukraine and fight Russia on Ukraine's behalf. One of those people is a U.S. Army veteran from Seattle named Carl Larson. He was there on the front lines for 6 months, and he says there are Americans just like him who are still in Ukraine fighting. Carl Larson joins us now. Great to have you with us. You got to Ukraine. You were sent immediately to the front lines. What did you see when you were there?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Elizabeth. I feel honored, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak for the Ukrainian people who oftentimes have trouble reaching Americans here. So I'm glad to say a few words on their behalf. My experience at the front lines was honestly horrific and brutal and difficult, and not anything I would wish on anyone. But I'm glad that I went, and it was a very impactful experience in my 6 months in my life, and I feel like I did a lot of good. And hopefully it helps inform my conversations with Americans now.
There were reports that in Ukraine today, after that blow up in the Oval Office, there was, quote, shock and tears from Ukrainians. What do you think the reaction in Ukraine among the civilians, the people who've been living there under assault? There are air raid sirens going on right now in Ukraine. What do you think their reaction was to what happened today?
Well, I know their reaction because they're messaging me right now in the middle of their night. I've received many messages of astonishment and horror and shock and just fear. Not just have I received a lot of messages from Ukrainian civilians, but also from my fellow American Legion brothers who are still over there fighting. I have dozens of friends, Americans, who are still on the front lines, and they're telling me they can't believe what's happened, and they're just horrified, and many of them are expressing that they feel ashamed.
Ashamed of
how our government, how this administration is treating President Zelensky.
So are you saying all these messages are all in support of Zelensky, nobody and all condemning President Trump?
Well, they're not exactly condemning President Trump, and several of them said that Zelensky probably could have handled things a little differently.
That's putting it mildly.
But yes, it's clear, though, that this was an ambush by Vice President Vance, and a successful ambush, I will say. And unfortunately, he managed to drive a wedge between President Trump and President Zelensky that hopefully can be mended with time. But irregardless of whether Zelensky was perfectly poised to deal with this situation, it's still, I think, most objective observers would say did not reflect well on our government.
When you were there, you said the fighting in this war was a different level of intensity. How so?
Oh, it was completely different from the year that I spent in Iraq in the U.S. Army in 2023 or in 2003. I mean, there we had every piece of equipment we needed. We had good communications. We always felt supported. We knew we had overwhelming force. In Ukraine, you have very little support. You don't know if you're going to get artillery. You don't know if your radios are going to work. I had you show on your screen here the cross for a German soldier who died right next to me, and he died because we didn't have a generator to power our radios to keep him to call for evacuation, and that's why I bought that generator there with my own money.
Very quickly, 10 seconds, Carl. How long can Ukraine hold on if America stops helping?
I was just in Ukraine in October. Every Ukrainian I met with hundreds. They all told me the same thing. They told me American support was very, very important, and they thanked America. But every single one of them told me that they would keep fighting even without our support.
Carl Larson, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Come back. I want to hear more about your experiences there and what you're hearing from folks there. It's really important we share that with our audience. Thanks, Carl.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.